Choosing a right iPhone for yourself or for your loved ones is not an easy job, and it's very critical given the confusing lineup of iPhones right now in early 2023. And today I'll help you out on how to choose the right iPhone. I'll be talking about the sellable iPhones which are available on Apple's website, but there are few more that you can purchase from Amazon or offline stores, which I'm not including here. But in case you have a question after this video, you can drop me in the comment section and I'll reply on that. So we'll be talking about iPhone SE, iPhone 12, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. Out of these 8 phones, which one is good for you? I'll tell you. So I've divided these iPhones into 3 segments according to the prices. So the first segment is starting from 55,000 to 65,000. The second segment starts from 70,000 and goes up to 90,000. And third starts from 1.3 lakhs to infinite. I've taken prices of all the 128GB model because I feel that is the minimum requirement of any iPhone that somebody should own. For each segment, I will tell which one is the best phone and who should buy it. So our first segment consists of iPhone ranging from 55,000 to 65,000, and I am talking about 128GB model. So if I give you an upfront conclusion of this, so the first conclusion is do not buy iPhone SE 3rd generation because it's quite a dated design now. It's a iPhone 8 design. Second is the screen is small for a 50,000 phone. My second upfront conclusion is you should go and buy iPhone 12. I'll be not talking about iPhone SE because I do not recommend at all to buy this. So I'll be talking about iPhone 12 and 13 mini. So iPhone 12 and 13 mini, both 128GB model, costs around 65,000, 100 rupee less from 65,000. All these iPhones are made up of glass at the back and aluminium around the body of the phone. Both have dual cameras, with iPhone 13 mini having a different orientation which is diagonal. The major difference between both of these phones is the screen size, which is 6.1 for iPhone 12 and 5.4 inches for iPhone 13 mini. So the base variant of iPhone 12 comes at 64GB, that of iPhone 13 mini comes at 128GB. The highest storage variation is 512 for 13 mini and 256GB for 12. Both the displays are quite good and similar. Both are Super Retina XDR displays having a good pixel density and pixel resolution. The only difference is the brightness. So iPhone 12 comes with a 625 nits maximum brightness and iPhone 13 mini comes at a brightness of 800 nits. 12 is a thinner, bigger and a heavier phone in comparison to iPhone 13 mini. iPhone 12 comes with A14 Bionic chip and iPhone 13 mini comes A15 Bionic chip. They both have 6-core CPU with 2 performance and 4 efficiency cores and a 4-core GPU. Talking about cameras, both have same cameras, but the only difference is the photographic style that comes in iPhone 13 mini and it is not there in iPhone 12. If I talk about video recording, there is cinematic mode that is there present in iPhone 13 mini and it is not present in iPhone 12. Other than these two things, both have similar cameras. If we talk about the battery backup, both are very good batteries and will last you easily whole day. Out of these two, my winner is iPhone 12. So the advantage of iPhone 12 is that it is a bigger screen and also it can be used with one hand. So I feel it is a very optimum size for anybody to use it, and somebody who is having a light to medium usage such as calls, WhatsApp calls, mails, small usages of cameras, social app scrolling can definitely buy this iPhone 12. But if you have smaller hands and you are looking for something very small, so this is the last smallest iPhone that you can get because from iPhone 14, Apple has not introduced the mini model. So iPhone 13 mini is also a very good phone with a better chip than iPhone 12 and a tad better camera and screen quality. Now let's talk about a very competitive segment and the most sellable segment of the iPhones, which ranges from 70,000 to 90,000. My upfront conclusion is iPhone 13 hands down winner in this. The price of iPhone 13 128GB is 70,000. Price of iPhone 14 14 128GB is 80,000 and the price of iPhone 14 Plus 128GB is 90,000. All these iPhones have similar design except iPhone 14 Plus being a taller and a wider phone. The notch, the screen quality and the external materials is glass and aluminium. Now let's talk about the screen size. iPhone 13 comes with 6.1 inches Super Retina XDR display. iPhone 14 comes with same display with the same size, but iPhone 16 is the same display with a different size of 6.7 inches. All these three models are Super Retina XDR display. All are OLED displays. Pixel density is very good in all the three models. The contrast ratio is same and the brightness is same in all the three models, which is 800 nits. For HDR content, it will go up to 1200 nits. iPhone 14 is little bit thicker if you compare with iPhone 13, but if you compare iPhone 14 Plus with both iPhone 13 and 14, it is taller, wider and it has the same depth of iPhone 14, but it is a heavier phone. If we talk about the chips, all the three have same A15 Bionic chip with same 6-core CPU. The difference comes in the GPU, wherein iPhone 13 has 4-core GPU and iPhone 14 and 14 Plus has 5-core GPU. All the three have same camera with little bit aperture difference in iPhone 14s, which have a lesser aperture, which means that you can capture more light with the lenses. That means the low light photography will be tad better in iPhone 14s. There is one more difference, which is a photonic engine in iPhone 14s, which is basically better computing of the images from mid to low light. There is one major difference, which is action mode that has come to iPhone 14 and 14 Plus. Stability of the video. So any shaky video will be more stable in iPhone 14s. If we talk about safety, there is one major difference that has come from iPhone 14s is the crash detection. Basically, if you are traveling in a car and you unfortunately met with an accident, it will inform the right emergency services. iPhone 14 is little better than iPhone 13. Video playback streamed and audio playback. Battery is tad better. iPhone 14 Plus is a bigger phone, so there is a bigger battery in iPhone 14 Plus. Hence, output is also far better than iPhone 13 and 14. This is for somebody who is a medium to heavy user. So this is a phone which you can spend quite a lot of your time because it has awesome screen, awesome battery and awesome performance. For me, iPhone 13 is a winner because at a price of 70,000, you are getting a phone which is having a good camera, good performance, good battery. So this is, I feel, the best buy in 2023 for those 70,000. But if you are somebody who loves outdoor activities, who shoots a lot in outdoor, do trekking, do running and try to shoot videos on the go, then iPhone 14 and 14 Plus makes a right choice for you because it has action mode which smoothens all the shaky handheld videos. If you don't do this stuff, then iPhone 13 is the best buy. Now let's talk about my favorite segment, which is iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. I've added iPhone 14 Plus as well so that I can tell you the difference between Pro and the non-Pro phones. My upfront conclusion for this is iPhone 14 Pro Max. The price of iPhone 14 Pro 128GB model is 1.3 lakhs and for iPhone 14 Pro Max it is 1,40,000. If you closely see, both these iPhones have a matte finish at the back. It's a glass finish and a clear finish on the cameras. It is wrapped around with a surgical grade stainless steel, unlike the aluminiums in the non-Pro models. So there's a big gap between the Pros and the non-Pros model, and these are the Dynamic Island, ProMotion 120Hz display, always on display, 48 megapixel camera, main camera, more optical zoom levels, better and the latest chip which is A16 Bionic. The screen brightness, it's a tremendous change here which Apple has made this time. The screen brightness can go up to 2000, which is the best in any smartphone currently present, be it non-Apple phones. And for reference, the non-Pro has a maximum brightness of 800 nits. It has one extra lens, telephoto lens. It has night mode portrait. You can click portraits in the night mode. It has ProRes Pro RAW, which only comes from 250 256 GB and higher models. There's a macro photography, there's a LiDAR scanner. So this is the difference between pros and the non-pros, which I feel is quite a lot and very useful in day-to-day work. If I talk about the differences in Pro and Pro Max, the screen size, wherein the Pro is 6.1 inches and Pro Max is 6.7 inches. Second difference is in the battery. Pro Max is hands down the best battery. So these Pro and Pro Max are basically for only pro users and heavy users of the phone who are too much into videography, gaming, photography, and it has a better screen, although the specifications looks quite similar with the non-pro phones. But ProMotion technology, which is 120 Hz display, makes the all difference here. So Max is a better option if you want a better battery and a bigger display. Pro is for someone who is a pro user, a heavy user, but have a smaller hands. Pros are the best display, best camera, best battery in the market today. And I can say confidently, in real sense, these are the pro phones. So if I were to summarize, the first segment, which was from 55,000 to 65,000, the best phone you can buy is iPhone 12. The second segment, which was from 70,000 to 90,000, the best phone you can buy or you should buy is iPhone 13. And the third segment, which is greater than 1.3 lakhs, you should definitely buy iPhone 14 Pro Max. Well, I hope you got the clarity of which iPhone you should own or buy. In case still you have a confusion, you can drop me in comment section and I will reply with my answer. Thanks for watching till here. See you in the next video.